All right, so you're getting ready for that network project management internship. Well, we're diving deep today into a blog post to help you out. It's from Tagby Job Guide.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Project Management Internship,
Okay.
and it's dated February 8th, 2025.
All right.
Think of this deep dive as your secret weapon, helping you kind of decode what hiring managers are really looking for.
Yeah, we're not just skimming the surface.
Right.
We are going to break down like those tricky interview questions.
Yeah.
And give you the insights to craft answers that truly stand out from everybody else.
Yeah, let's jump right in.
Okay.
The first question is always a bit of a warm-up.
Sure.
Tell us about yourself.
Right.
The blog post suggests highlighting detail orientation
Okay.
and a passion for network infrastructure. Pretty standard stuff,
So
right?
it's a good foundation,
Yeah.
but you need to go beyond the generic,
Right.
what experiences have you had that demonstrate those qualities? Maybe you were the go-to person for troubleshooting tech issues in your dorm,
Yeah.
or perhaps you led a project that required meticulous planning.
Right.
Think about what truly excites you about network infrastructure
Yeah.
and let that passion shine through.
So it's about connecting your personal experiences to the role.
Uh-huh.
Now, what about knowing the company?
Okay.
The blog suggests praising their leadership and innovation.
Sure.
Isn't that a bit generic?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hiring managers can spot a canned response a mile away.
Right.
You need to show you've done your homework,
Okay.
dig into their website, read recent news articles,
Uh-huh.
maybe even check out their social media.
Oh, wow.
What specifically resonates with you about their work?
Yeah.
Maybe it's their commitment to open source technologies or their focus on sustainability.
Yeah.
Find something genuine that you can connect with your own interests.
It's like showing up for a date, having stalked their Instagram. Good stalking, of course.
Right.
Okay, let's talk tools.
Oh.
The post lists a bunch.
Yeah.
Microsoft Project, Trello, Jira, even Wireshark and SolarWinds.
I get the project management tools,
Yeah.
but Wireshark.
So Wireshark is a network protocol analyzer.
Okay.
It allows you to capture and analyze network traffic,
Right.
which can be invaluable for troubleshooting and performance monitoring.
Oh, okay.
As an intern, demonstrating familiarity with tools like this
Yeah.
shows you're eager to delve into the technical side.
So it's a bonus skill.
Yeah.
What about those project management methodologies the blog mentions?
Okay.
Agile and waterfall.
Imagine you're building a house.
Okay.
Waterfall is like having a detailed blueprint up front.
Right.
Each stage happening sequentially.
Mm-hmm.
Foundation, framing, electrical, plumbing.
Oh, okay.
Agile is more like building in modules, getting feedback at each stage,
Yeah.
and adapting as you go. Knowing when to use which approach is key for a project manager.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So waterfall for well-defined projects.
Yeah.
Agile for things that might change along the way.
Right.
That's a great way to remember it.
Yeah. Now, what about managing multiple tasks and deadlines?
Okay.
The blog post is all about prioritizing and using frameworks.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Think of it like juggling.
Right.
You need to know which balls are glass and which are rubber.
Okay.
Some tasks need immediate attention, while others can be handled later.
Hmm.
Tools like Gantt charts and Kanban boards can help you visualize your workload and stay organized.
Gantt charts are those timelines, right?
Yes.
And Kanban boards are like virtual sticky notes.
Yeah.
I've seen those used in software development.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of organization, the blog stresses the importance of network documentation and reporting.
Yes,
Sounds a bit dry,
it can be.
but I bet you have a reason why it's so crucial.
Documentation is the lifeline of any network project.
Hmm.
Imagine trying to troubleshoot a problem without any records of how the network is configured,
Oh,
or trying to upgrade a system without knowing what hardware is in place.
okay.
Clear, concise documentation ensures everyone is on the same page, prevents costly mistakes,
Mhm.
and makes knowledge transfer so much smoother.
It's like the instruction manual for your entire network.
Yes.
Makes sense. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of managing a network deployment project.
Okay.
The post outlines the key steps:
All right.
defining the scope, assessing requirements, designing the architecture, getting the hardware, scheduling, testing, and post-deployment monitoring.
That's a solid roadmap.
Yeah.
But it's important to understand that network deployment is rarely a straightforward process.
Right.
Think about potential risks, equipment failures, security vulnerabilities, even human error.
Oh, yeah.
A good project manager anticipates these challenges and has contingency plans in place.
So you're saying...
You got to be thinking ahead. What could go wrong.
I'll be ready for it.
Exactly.
And then there's that question about the difference between the TCP/IP and OSI models.
Right.
It's a bit of a networking classic, isn't it?
It is,
Right.
and it often trips people up.
Right.
But it's also a chance to demonstrate a fundamental understanding of how networks communicate.
Okay.
Think of it this way. TCP/IP is like the language of the internet, focusing on practical data transmission.
Right.
OSI is more like a theoretical framework,
Okay.
breaking down communication into 7 distinct layers.
So TCP/IP is what's actually used. Now,
Yeah.
OSI is more of a conceptual model.
Exactly. Understanding both helps you troubleshoot issues and ensure different systems can talk to each other.
Right.
Speaking of communication,
Yeah.
let's not forget network security.
Okay.
The blog post mentions the usual suspects,
Uh-huh.
firewalls, VPNs, multi-factor authentication.
It's like a security guard, a secret tunnel, and a triple check at the door.
Yeah,
But why are these things so important in a network project?
because protecting sensitive data is paramount.
Right.
Firewalls act as barriers between your network and the outside world, filtering traffic and blocking unauthorized access.
Okay.
VPNs create encrypted tunnels for secure remote access, especially important when working with sensitive information. And multi-factor authentication adds layers of security by requiring multiple forms of verification,
Right.
making it much harder for unauthorized users to gain access.
It's all about minimizing risk.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's dive into the problem-solving aspect of the internship interview.
Right.
The blog post lays out some tricky scenarios.
Okay.
Technical issues under pressure,
Yeah.
delayed resources,
Mm-hmm.
demanding stakeholders.
These are the real-world challenges that separate good project managers from great ones. Let's take that technical issue scenario.
Okay.
The blog suggests quickly identifying a misconfigured router as the culprit.
But how do you showcase your problem-solving skills beyond just stating the obvious?
It's all about the H-tession.
Okay.
Walk the interviewer through your thought process.
Right.
What troubleshooting steps did you take?
Uh-huh.
Did you consult documentation? Did you use any diagnostic tools?
Right.
How did you isolate the problem and verify the solution?
So paint a clear picture of your actions. What about those dreaded resource delays?
Oh, yeah?
It's like every project manager's nightmare.
It can be.
Yeah.
But proactive planning can mitigate the impact.
Okay.
If you know a critical component is likely to be delayed,
Yeah.
what alternative options can you explore?
Hmm.
Can you adjust the project schedule to accommodate the delay?
Right.
Communicating transparently with stakeholders is crucial.
Keep everyone informed and be ready with a plan B.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about stakeholders.
Okay.
They can be a real mixed bag, can't they?
They can,
Yeah.
and managing their expectations is an art form.
Right.
The blog suggests carefully assessing the impact of their requests and communicating clearly.
Okay.
But it's also about building relationships, understanding their motivations,
Yeah.
and finding solutions that meet both their needs and the project's goals.
Sometimes it's about saying no gracefully, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You might have to push back on requests that would derail the project or exceed the budget. Back up your decisions with data, present alternative solutions,
Okay.
and always maintain a professional and collaborative approach.
And what about those moments when you disagree with a senior engineer?
Yeah.
That could be intimidating for an intern.
It can be,
Yeah.
but it's also an opportunity to demonstrate your critical thinking skills.
Okay.
Listen carefully to their perspective,
Uh-huh.
understand their concerns,
Mm-hmm.
and review the data together. If you still believe your approach is the best course of action,
Yeah.
present your case calmly and confidently,
Okay.
using evidence to support your recommendations.
It's about respectful debate, not blind obedience.
Right.
And finally, let's tackle budget constraints.
Okay.
It's a reality of almost every project.
It is.
Yeah.
And the blog post emphasizes tracking expenses, optimizing resources, and comparing actual spending to projections.
Right.
But it's also about being proactive.
Okay.
Can you identify potential cost savings early on? Are there alternative vendors or materials that could reduce expenses without sacrificing quality?
So it's about being a financial strategist, not just a bean counter.
Exactly.
We've covered a lot of technical ground.
We have.
But what about those all-important behavioral questions?
Yeah.
You know, the ones that really try to get to know you as a person?
Right.
Those behavioral questions can be a bit of a wild card.
It's true. They're less about textbook answers and more about showcasing your personality, your soft skills, and
Wow.
how you approach challenges. It's where you can really differentiate yourself from other candidates.
The blog post covers the usual suspects: teamwork,
Mm-hmm.
learning new skills, handling stress,
Right.
analytical thinking, career aspirations.
Okay.
Let's start with teamwork.
All right.
It's pretty much a given in any project management role, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you need to go beyond just saying you're a team player.
Right.
Think about specific examples where you've demonstrated effective collaboration.
Okay.
Maybe you helped a teammate catch up on a project.
Uh,
Or maybe you facilitated a brainstorming session that led to a breakthrough idea.
mm.
Share those stories that bring your teamwork skills to life.
So show, don't tell.
Exactly.
What about learning new skills? It's a fast-paced field.
Yeah.
How do you demonstrate that you're adaptable and eager to grow?
The blog post uses the example of configuring VLANs for the first time.
Okay.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
But focus on your approach to learning.
Okay.
Did you seek out online resources?
Right.
Did you consult with more experienced colleagues?
Mhm.
Did you experiment and learn through trial and error?
Right.
Hiring managers want to see that you're proactive and resourceful.
It's that growth mindset everyone's talking about.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about stress.
Okay.
Project management can be pretty high pressure.
It can be.
How do you convince an interviewer that you can handle the heat?
The blog post mentions breaking down tasks,
Right.
staying organized,
Uh-huh.
and maintaining a positive attitude.
Okay.
Those are all important. But I'd add the importance of self-care.
Self-care.
What do you do outside of work to manage stress?
Right.
Do you exercise? Do you meditate? Do you have hobbies that help you unwind?
Yeah.
Hiring managers want to see that you're well-rounded and able to maintain a healthy work-life balance.
It's about avoiding burnout, right?
Oh.
Okay, analytical thinking.
Right.
That's a big one for any technical role.
Absolutely. The blog post gives the example of analyzing traffic patterns to identify bottlenecks.
Okay.
But analytical thinking goes beyond just technical skills.
Right.
It's about breaking down complex problems, identifying patterns, and using data to make informed decisions.
Okay.
Think about a time when you had to solve a problem that required you to gather information,
Right.
evaluate different options,
Yeah.
and make a strategic choice.
So it's about thinking critically, not just following a script.
Exactly.
And finally, career aspirations.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
10 years. The blog suggests talking about gaining expertise in large-scale network projects and eventually leading a team. That's a fine goal,
Yeah.
but you need to tailor it to the specific company and role.
Okay.
Research their career paths, understand their growth opportunities,
That's right.
and articulate how your aspirations align with their vision. It shows you're thinking long-term and that you're genuinely interested in building a career with them.
It's like saying, I'm not just here for a job, I'm here for a journey. You know, this blog post has been a fantastic roadmap,
It has.
but I feel like there's one crucial element missing.
I know exactly what you mean. The blog focuses heavily on technical skills and interview prep,
Yeah.
but it completely overlooks the importance of networking.
You mean the human kind, not the cables and routers kind?
Exactly. Reaching out to people in the industry,
Right.
attending industry events,
Right.
joining online communities, these things can give you an incredible edge. It's a chance to learn from experienced professionals, get insights into different company cultures, and even uncover hidden job opportunities.
It's like building your own personal advisory board.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not just what you know, but who you know that can open doors.
So true.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've given you a solid foundation for tackling that network project management internship.
We have.
Remember, preparation is key,
Yes,
but so is authenticity.
absolutely.
Be confident in your skills, showcase your passion, and don't be afraid to let your personality shine through.
And don't underestimate the power of networking.
Right.
Get out there, connect with people, build those relationships. You never know where they might lead.
We're excited for you and wish you the best of luck on your journey. That's a wrap for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time for another knowledge-packed adventure.